Hello, my name is Yana. Before we begin the presentation, I want to ask you a question. Do you know how often women get killed in Canada and how many of them get killed due to domestic violence? In this presentation, we will learn about the statistic and how often this happens, possible reasons why, and ways to prevent domestic violence. Let's start with a couple of terms. What is domestic violence? Domestic violence is violent or aggressive behavior within the home, typically involving the violent abuse of a spouse or a partner. And what is femicide? Femicide is a woman murder. In many cases, domestic violence may lead to fatal consequences such as femicide. In the first 8 months of 2018 were killed 106 women and girls in Canada. We can see that almost one-third of the murders in these cases were committed by the intimate partner of the victim. This made us realize that every woman always should be aware about her intimate relationship in order to prevent such terrible consequences and not to be a part of this statistic. Femicide in a family never happens for no reason. Many of the abusers may think that they have a good reason to act like that. Others just can't control themselves. No matter where the roots are, this is a non-appropriate way to deal with problems. Moreover, it's inhuman and illegal. Some of the reasons may lay in the abuser's past, others in mental health problems. Many people prone to be violent in a relationship when they feel out of control. They may become aggressive and uncontrollable and not even recognize how bad they are doing. Let's discuss the most common reasons for this behavior. A child who sees how his father beats his mother may accept this as a normal situation and will act in the same way with his intimate partner in the future. Another reason may be a change in the daily routine. If any stressful situation will happen, the abuser may lose his common sense and healthy logic. The change includes loss of work, pregnancy, death of a family member, or cheating. Those situations are very stressful and not everyone can handle them in a proper way. Alcohol and drugs usage can lead to fatal consequences as well. They may encourage aggression or violence by disrupting normal brain function. According to the disinhibition hypothesis, for example, alcohol weakens brain mechanisms that normally restrain impulsive behaviors, including inappropriate aggression. In some cases, violence takes place when the partners have a disagreement on any issue and can't solve the problem. Violence may come to force in order to calm down the situation. Here are some ways to reduce domestic violence. Don't stay alone with the abuser at the same place. Bring a friend or a family member to stay with you. In this way, the abuser won't act with violence in order to prevent any witnesses. Find another place to stay in. If you have a child, it's better to take him with you. Go as far as possible to prevent any chances to meet the abuser. Do not tell him where you are going so he won't follow you. If you don't have a safe place to stay in, go to a woman's shelter. There are shelters that accept anyone who has difficulties such as this at home and will be happy to help you. If the abuser starts to act with violence, call the police immediately. In case anyone witnessed the aggressive behavior, you should ask him to document everything he saw for further police reports and court cases. Do you believe that you can save a life? If you know anyone who suffers from domestic violence, let her know about the solutions we just learned, so with your advice she can stay safe and alive. We learned about a very important and difficult issue that happens in everyday life. I recommend you to take in mind all the signs of aggression so you can easily determine the dangerous situations that can threaten your life. Don't hope that you can change the personality of the abuser. It will aggravate the circumstances. Don't wait until the last moment and act immediately.